Well, hello everyone again, and welcome to another edition of Board Game Breakdown, where we're on the tournament trail in week 3 of the League of Dracula tournament. And I am on Team Dark Horse, Skybreaker96 here. Hi, you all know me now, hopefully. And I am playing against Tarvalar from the team of Renewed Vigor. I hardly knew her. So, I get to play Hunters, and so far, our tournament experience with me and Azagal has been a bit of a... well, we're living up to our namesake, I guess you could say. We are definitely the Dark Horse, and yeah, to put it lightly, we've been having a lot of losses that have been handed to us by virtue of just bad luck. So, and here I am, hoping to put one in the win column for our team at least. Tarvalar will be playing Dracula for his faction, and I have never played Tarvalar before. I think he's a newcomer to this particular community. I mean, new to me at any rate. By all means, if you're watching this, Tar, feel free to comment how long you've been. And now we're off to the races. Okay. So, I've been learning some valuable lessons about this game as we've been going. I'm by no stretch of the imagination Ooh, Sister Agatha. You know what? I don't like dartboarding this early in the game, especially when I don't have any idea where he could have started. So I'll take her as an ally. And maybe, just maybe, she'll become relevant. Yeah, we've been having some bad luck. I mean, in my last game, when I was playing against Snuffleupagus' Dracula, he admitted, even on stream, that had he not drawn that carriage when he did, he probably wouldn't have won that game. So, just because we look at our win-loss record and we're sitting here going, oh man, that sucks, we don't have a single win yet, it doesn't tell the whole story of how this tournament has been. We've had a lot of close calls. But today, we're going to play a highly disciplined game of... Okay, yeah. This is so awkward. All right, well, I'll search. Why not? I'll keep Agatha, and maybe if I draw a surprising return later, I'll switch to Rufus later, and hopefully that decision won't be a bad one. Let's see if Tarvalar favors a Eastern start, and see if he's in Bucharest. No, okay. Not in Bucharest. Yeah. So now that we've starting to get a few horses, that was my main problem playing Hunters the last time, was that I couldn't draw a horse to save my life. And trying to get around the east without horses is just... It's a huge logistical nightmare. So I'm not going to repeat that experience. We're going to get our horse economy up and going as fast as we can. And hopefully we can find Dracula within the first week easily enough with some newspapers or a lucky hired scouts or something like that. I've also, as you've noticed, I've used the Scott Sword setup, and I've kind of decided rather than starting in Vienna, I'd start in Budapest. I feel that a Budapest start makes it a little bit easier and quicker for me to get into the east if I need to start harrying Dracula as soon as we're all loaded and ready to go, so to speak. However, I'm not exactly in that position quite yet. The game is still young, as they say. So I will just pass these tickets on to Mina and hand her this pistol, and we will call that even. Not that the pistol's a bad draw, but I'd rather Godalming have a rifle or a knife or something, or even heck, the Heavenly Host. That's kind of living the dream for me, if I can CG hotel somebody in this tournament. But, I mean, we can't always get what we want, but, you know, if we try sometimes, we might just get what we need. Okay. Next turn. That was a pretty sedate first round. Let's keep supplying. Ah, there's that rifle we wanted. And a chartered carriage. Okay. That will be useful to Seward eventually. Hopefully. There's a rifle for him, and he's got some holy bullets to go with that, so that's great. We like that. Pistol for Van Helsing. Oh, look at all the Dracula cards. Ooh. Well, I was going to supply with Mina one more time anyway. Hopefully it leaves a green card on the top of the event stack. More dogs. Oh, wow. That was... Wow, 3 or 4 back-to-back? Wow. Okay. Ugh. Well, I'll touch on the ugly side, but you know what? If he does decide to use his Dark Call, it makes that starting location card that doesn't have an encounter on it vulnerable to newspapers. So, maybe, who knows, maybe he's tempted and he draws it, but I guess we'll just wait and see what he decides to do. And we've already got one of the glue tokens out of the train ticket pile, so that's good. Kind of wish that Van Helsing didn't have that horse. Could go better on, would have been much better if Seward drew it. Alright, well... There isn't much... Well, I mean, I could try to improve the horse economy a little bit. But I'm going to send a message by using my Psychic Bond. I'm going to let it... hopefully, just by me doing that, lets him know that I haven't forgot that Mina has the power, and I do intend to use it. So he's not currently in Austria-Hungary, which is what I would expect. Okay, so he's not taking the gamble on the Dark Call. And that was a mistake I made when I played my Dracula game versus Snuff. Oh. Early Vampire Mature. Okay. Well, we need to get to work. Let us continue to supply, because we need to. Alright, well, let's ditch the garlic wreath and the other garlic wreath. Alright, Seward. More bullets. Ooh, behind the veil. Okay. Let's see what you got, Drac. So, fog. Spy. Sab. Hoax. And a vamp. A reckless vamp. Okay, well, I mean, that fog has got to go. It's a good time to get that. Alright. Alright, Van Helsing, let's supply a steak. Ooh, Hard Scouts. Okay. Now, where does one check? That's a very good question. Why don't I check Nantes and Amsterdam? Oh, none of those locations. Okay. Let's take another supply. Heavenly Host. Okay. Let's ditch the dogs. And we get a sense of emergency. Okay. And now I've just left him another Dracula card on the top of the deck. Starting to get a little antsy now. I mean, as much as I'd love to know where he is, I have no clue. Hey, that chartered carriage. We need to get that to Seward. Because I don't trust he'll find a horse before we need it. Okay. No, horse economy can't be improved by that, so why don't we just trade with Mina? Mina can have this garlic, and I'll take the heavenly host from her. And yeah, we'll call that square. Alright, Seward. What are you gonna do? You've got lots of... Well, improving the horse economy is always a good thing. Mind you, throwing this one back, it feels kind of bad. Why don't we just... Yeah, I'll throw this one back. Ooh, that's lucky. That's lucky. Yep, got it. Cool. Cool. Let's see what we got. Okay, Van Helsing, you need to trade that... So let's have you trade with Godalming. And we'll get that chartered carriage over to Seward so he can use it a little bit more effectively. And what else you got, Mina? Okay, well, let's see her. Let's see if she uses the train ticket. All right. Now might be a good time for him to dark call. There we go. Now the question is he hiding on top of that vampire, or is he just... Well, I can be fairly certain of one thing, since he wasn't in Amsterdam or Nantes. He can't be anywhere along that coastline, from Bordeaux all the way up to number 16 here. Frankfurt. No, that's not Frankfurt. Is it? No. Cologne. There you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I wonder if he's in Italy. Or if he's skulking around Seward. We're still not quite loaded for bear yet, so let's get some more supplying going. Well, those are two quick throwaways. I don't really like dogs, but not in this game. Alright. More of these Dracula event cards. He's found every holy bullet in the deck. Oh, that feels terrible. That feels terrible. Alright, well, unfortunately, if I supply here, I have to throw that steak away unless I... Oh, garlic. I guess it's okay to throw away the garlic. Wax. Ooh, okay. Irony. We had to trade with Seward anyway. And hopefully, if he played hide on the trail, we might just get him. You know what I mean? Like, if he hid over that top of that vampire, and then, well, you're on board the brain train. You know what I mean. Let's take another supply. A rifle. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I guess we'll ditch the dogs. And maybe we'll just show them the pistol. Okay, lucky find. Not a bad card. Just for something to do, why don't we trade items? Sure. I'm gonna make it look like an actual trade occurred so that maybe the opponent thinks that we're really swapping valuable items. Maybe put them on a false sense of security. Put them off balance a little bit. Okay. That looks okay. I mean, it's just a trade for the sake of trading. Oh, Seward. Yeah. That escape route is probably going to be a good card to trade to somebody. Maybe I'll trade that to Mina after I make the exchange with Seward here. I will pass with Seward. There's no reason for me to draw a train ticket with him because he doesn't have horses. So for him to hold on to 2 dead, really bad train tickets is just kind of slowing him down. So Van Helsing will make a trade, and we will have him trade with Seward. Okay, so we'll take that escape route, but we'll give him the wax cylinders. Oh, no. And the chartered carriage. And just to show our opponent we haven't forgotten that we have this ability, I'm going to use it again. Okay. I don't expect that he's... Like, if he's anywhere, he could be Italy or the Balkans or Baltica, right? I mean, he could be anywhere realistically. Heck, he could even be in England right now, and I wouldn't even know it. Well, hopefully he's decided to play the hide card on the trail, and Seward can reveal that for me tonight. But in the meantime, we gotta load up on as much good stuff as we can. Ooh, a knife. That's good. So we'll ditch the... as much as I dislike ditching rifle, I'll ditch the rifle. We'll keep the knife, and goodbye crucifix. And then Godalming gets an escape route. Alright, Seward. Maybe draw something other than bullets. That is something other than bullets. I'll discard a bullets. Ooh, forewarned. Alright, that's a good one. Okay. Van Helsing. Let us make a trade. No, we're not trading. We're gonna supply. Another stake. It feels so bad to throw these away, but like... Okay, great strength. We're starting to get some real good events now. Now that all those Dracula cards are out of the way. Alright. And... Yep, supply. A stake. Well... Let's ditch the garlic. Consecrate. Oh, okay. All right. We're in some sort of business right now. We're gonna have Van Helsing get that consecrated ground out of Mina's hand, though, because I don't want to lose it to an unfortunate night fight or something. Okay. Let's just stay calm and think this through. We will just pass with Godalming. Okay, we will special event. We will play wax cylinders, and then we will use the analysis. Bucharest. My apologies, my Google Home decided to just spontaneously do that. Okay, so now we know where he is. Bucharest. And it's pretty reasonable that we can get there in decent time. So where did he go from Bucharest, you figure? To the coast? Or is he going to try to skulk across Austria-Hungary? Well, let's just do a quick rundown here. Mina's got a glue ticket, and Seward's got a glue ticket, and before Van Helsing decides to hit the ocean, we need to try to see if we can't get that last bad ticket out of the stack so we can be free for horses. And that's not quite what I wanted to see, but I'll take it. And since Mina has a stake, but yeah, we need to have her trade with Van Helsing. I probably should have traded with Van Helsing, to be honest with you, rather than do that, but we still got time to deal with Bucharest. It's not like it's in any danger of going off. I'm just going to ping one more time. Okay, so it's pretty safe to say that he's either along the Black Sea coast or he's going down to Sofia, or he's already gone down to Sofia. So and we have no idea what that Dracula card is in his hand, so we got to be a little bit careful about that. In fact, if it's a seduction, then I might be disinclined to have Mina be the hunter to deal with that vampire in Bucharest. Mind you, what are the odds that he drew it? You figure, Okay, a Dracula player's thinking. It's probably a good thing that we still have Sister Agatha on our side right now, because I foresee getting into a lot of fights with Dracula in the near future here. And he's decided to wolf form, I believe. Yep, wolf form. So what's his deal? Is he wolf forming to get to Athens so that he can... Yeah, we can't really wait too much longer on that. We need to have a plan. I don't want to give him that many points this early if that's an aristocratic vampire, and if those are bats under there. So we need to... It's ugly. I don't want to risk the horses on an unlucky draw. So about the only thing I really can do is move Godalming to Klausenberg. Unless Mina can get... No, Mina can't get there any faster than they can, so... Well, she's got a sense of emergency, but I'm not going to play that just to... Okay, well, maybe I gamble it once. I don't know what's on the hide. Maybe it's bats. Okay, let's try it. Okay, it paid off. I'm not going to be doing that too much, though. Alright, Bucharest. Show me bats. Just taking a moment to think about that for a second. There's no way that's the reckless vampire, because he had that down in his... Was that an oops? Wait, what happened there? Oh, there, I called it. Bats. There we go. Okay. So, the sad thing is that Van Helsing needs to be the one to trade in order to get those events over to the right place. Oh, but Van Helsing does have an escape route in his hand, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Okay, so he stays on land one more turn and gives Mina the escape route just in case that's a fighting vampire. And then I play Stake. And hopefully that's good enough to deal with that particular vampire. Of course, I don't want Mina to, risk using horses and get into a bad position that way. And or wait, Mina doesn't even have a horse, does she? No, she doesn't. So she's got no choice but to move slowly. Okay, well, Mina's going to be the one to have to deal with it. So let's get Seward on the move. Let's get Seward on the move. He can get at least to Paris and then continue to supply from there. No, I'm not going to use the chartered carriage. Not quite yet, anyway. Yeah. Alright, so we will trade. We will trade with Mina because we have to. So take that consecrated ground and take that escape route. Oop, not escape route. You can go take the escape route there. The lucky find she can keep. Sense of emergency, I think she can keep as well. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Alright, Mina. Unfortunately for you, you don't have a fast horse, so you will just have no choice but to move by carriage. Oh, he's got wild horses. He must, yeah, okay, so Tarvalar must have a Dracula card that's dependent on hunters moving. So if he has wild horses, he can effectively shunt me off of Bucharest when I move Mina there so that I can't stake the vampire. If that's actually a vampire. And it seems like a waste to burn that sense of emergency, but I think it's the only way to ensure that he doesn't wild horse me. Assuming that you can't wild horse an opponent who... Well, that's a good question. I might kick myself later if it turns out that he can still wild horse me anyway, but... Skip. Alright. Alright, Van Helsing's got to get to the mainland, so let's just use this night to hopefully get that last glue ticket out of the stack so we can use horses without impunity. Well, it's eluding me. The last dreaded token. Well, I mean, it worked before. I suppose I could always try to... I could always try to throw back the bad ticket and hope to get the worse ticket. Let's check the discard pile. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Dracula cards there, and he's got 1 in his hand, so that's 8. And there's 50. Yeah, I mean, for a night supply, for an event, nah. I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. Sure. Let it work. It worked before. Maybe it'll work again. Let's see if we get a better one. No. All right. Well, I mean, if anything, I can just use it to move on the yellow rail lines and get a little bit more distance. But what other card triggers on a... It's at times like this that I think I'm going to go to my physical copy of the game to see whether or not Wild Horses... how Wild Horses is written. And see what we do about that. Wild Horses. Play after a hunter moves by road. Well. Okay. I don't know that I like it. Oh, the irony. If I'd have stayed put and did that whole... I could have railed, used the rail tickets to go there instead, and then he can't use Wild Horses on the rails. Yeah, well... Sadly, I believe that our opponent is going to mature that vampire, no matter what I do. But I'm going to give it the old college try, as they say. So, yep. I will... Supply. Ah, Seward's got the last horse. Excellent. Let's get rid of these holy bullets. How many... Who are you, Rambo? Okay. There we go. Holy bullets. Ooh, Heart Scouts. Okay. We can figure out where Dracula went. Let's rule out the theory. Okay, he had to have been in Sofia, did he not? Let's see if... Let's confirm my suspicions. I'll pick Sofia. And then I'll see whether or not he decided to go to... Ah, Sarajevo! Okay! Hello, Dracula! Ah, Snuffy is there. Probably to laugh at my misery right now. Well, I can't consecrated ground him now. But... Let's get Van Helsing out into the English Channel. He's not doing me much good there. And now here's the part of the game that I think sucks. But I have to do it, because otherwise this little endeavor has all been for naught. Do you, sir, have wild horses? Yep. Well, I mean, sure. There was pretty much nothing I could have done about that. He'll get his hide card back, he'll get his dark call back, and he'll lose whatever he'd placed on Sophia. Oh wait, he wasn't in Sophia. So where'd he wolf form from? Well, a mystery for another day. Unless he was trying to bait me with that. No, he wouldn't protect it so desperately if that card were actually, worth the price of admission, so to speak. So, I think we just pass here. Seward. We're not gonna waste our wax cylinders just to figure out what it is before it goes away. Let's just have him supply. Or let me take a rail ticket. There we go. There we go. That makes my life so much easier. Well, Mina doesn't have any horses, so we're going to have to get her the chartered carriage. However, at least he's wolf-formed. And if he hid in Bucharest and did a dark call, and then moved to space, and then wolf-formed... Where? To 6? Was he on the... Ooh. I guess I have to check Constanta now, don't I? Well, maybe I don't have to check Constanta, because it's going to get wiped away. Either way, we'll just... Let's just pass. Sorry for thinking out loud. But I need to make this game stick. I want to break our losing streak, and I'm not going to do it by playing willy-nilly or, making rash plays. In fact, I think I'm kind of... Yeah, oh, well, okay, that's... It could have been worse. It could have been an aristocratic vampire. But at least he doesn't get his wolf form back. And for the next little while, he's stuck with whatever cards he's got in his hand. So it's kind of academic at this point. There's only 2 other places that he can really move to, and it'd be like 59 or 53. I mean, he could, I guess, if he really wanted to, backtrack to 6, but I don't think he'll do that. Maybe he'll try to go to Valona. Or All right. Let us take a moment to just sort of think about our life choices here, shall we? Okay. That one goes to you, sir. But now that I don't have to fear horse death, I can actually start roaming this map a little bit more aggressively. We will... Let's have Godalming get that horse on the go. Okay. I'm going to Sofia because I want to make sure that he's not going to try to go to Athens and try to make a run for it, so to speak. But we'll keep supplying. Maybe we'll find another hired scouts or something. Dogs. Ugh, come on. Oh, newspapers. Okay. Fine, whatever. I'll play them. Belgrade. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fairly obvious. Probably could have kept them for later in the game, but I don't really see a point. Let's move Mina back down to Bucharest, since it's not a lair. Escape route, huh? Okay. Oh, if he dark calls, he could get another card off the top of the deck. I mean, it's always possible. No need to supply. No, he couldn't have hid in Sarajevo. There's no way he hid in Sarajevo. Because it's revealed. So he did not hide. So there's no point in Seward using that ability, so we'll just have him pass. Okay, what do we need to trade? Are there any trades that need to be done? He's holding the consecrated ground right now. And great strength. Seward is holding the chartered carriage. Yeah, that needs to be moved to Mina. Otherwise, and that forewarned could go pretty good on Godalming as well. So let's have Van Helsing trade with Seward for get those items over to where they need, or those events over where they need to go. Chartered carriage. Here, Seward, hold on to that great strength for me for a second. Also, grab that forewarned while I'm here. And... yep. What's a shame Mina and Godalming couldn't have ended on the same space. Then I could have done their little ping ability and see whether or not he's in Baltica still. Lucky find, I suppose. Well, I guess I'll have her go to Belgrade as her next move. We'll deal with whatever's sitting there. In the meantime, we'll just pass and see what our opponent does. Either way, we don't want to roll in on him too hard. Gonna put a rumor token on Sarajevo, my said man? No, he is not. Okay, well. Okay, so rather than horsing to Athens and being wrong, I think the better choice would be to just move to check Valona. And if he didn't come here, then it's obvious he went the other way. Yep, see, there you go. That saved me a lot of time. So Sarajevo is right there, which means that, yeah, so he's trying to make his way into Western Europe. So he could be in Munich right now, which seems like a likely place to be, actually, all things considered. But is Seward ready for an encounter? Well, no, he's not, but maybe we don't lead on that that's the case. Let's just boldly stride out and see whether or not we... Okay. Let's see if I can't discourage him from moving too far away from that location. I mean... Van Helsing isn't even in a much better state of affairs for equipment himself either, but... You know... Why don't I have Van Helsing move by rail? Oh, nah, we're not going to use the chartered carriage. Where could he get with a chartered carriage? Could he get to Munich? I mean, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. No, he can't get to Munich with a chartered carriage. But he could get it. He could end up exactly where Seward is right now. But there's no point in... I'll just skip using the chartered carriage and just have him go down to Marseille. Okay, Mina. Let's move to Belgrade. Ooh, a vampire. Yeah, I think we'll sit this one out. Mina will cook you up a nice steak dinner. And, yeah. And since I'm fairly... You don't have any... Yep. Your inventory hand is devoid of Dracula events, so... This one's mine, sir. This one is mine. Pass. Alright, Seward's got the wax cylinders. Sure. That's funny. A1 sauce. Okay. Let's use the wax cylinders and see whether or not he's hiding. Okay, good. He's not hiding. Van Helsing. Do we give the forewarned to... let's trade the Forewarned to Godalming. Alright, Mina. Search Belgrade and stake. There we go. That's one of those reckless vampires gone. I don't know how many he's drawn since then, though. I have to be wary. There could be a hoax somewhere out there, but I know that there's a saboteur and a spy somewhere for sure. Maybe they got wiped away. Who knows? Come on, my man. Dark Call. I know you want to. No, let's just keep checking the trail here. So Sarajevo's there. He could be trying to go up. Well, we need to get to stepping. Let's horse. Yep, Zagreb. Not to ambush me, huh? Okay, well, now let's zoom in. So he went to Zagreb. So almost guaranteed either his next move is either 58, Vienna, or from there, Vienna to Prague, or he's gone to Munich, and now he's... I say we have to... I don't want to jump over him. That's the problem. We'll go to Munich. Oh, he didn't go to Munich. Okay. Well, that tells me a lot, actually. Very well. Then, if there's no sense in having Van Helsing down here, let us use our fast horse and get up to where Seward is. All right, so Zagreb, he didn't go to Munich. So he went... So he's probably in Prague right now. Now, we can't completely discount the fact that maybe he's gone to Budapest to try to backtrack on me. And the thing is, we've got time. So why don't I just rule that out right now? All right. So Sarajevo's here. And he obviously went to Zagreb. And he didn't go back to Budapest. So now, yeah, he's here. He's got to be in Prague. Sadly, I cannot CG hotel him with what I've currently got. But do I want to force him to... Considering that I've got all my hunters right here, if I corral him with a consecrated ground by blocking 41 and by blocking Prague, he's got no choice but to either wipe his trail or misdirect and go backwards, and then I can pounce on him. It's not the worst idea in the world. Let's... Okay, well, let's... Oh, wait, no. No, that forewarned isn't going to help me there if that's a spy. And then I'd have to discard my knife. I'm just going to pass. And Seward can... I suppose he can use his wax cylinders again. Just to make sure that he's not hiding. Okay. Oh, I mean, he could also stay on the spot and feed. But then he's going to get dogpiled by 4 hunters at once, and I don't think he's going to be too keen on that. So... This is such a hard choice. Okay, well, this might cost me the game, and I might look back on this game and say, Ryan, you shouldn't have done that. But here we go. He can, of course, hide. I want to see how he handles this. Misdirect. So that's the thing. He can't misdirect the space he's on. So he's misdirecting and going back to 58? Or he can play hide and end up on 40 and stay on 44. But the question is, which of the two things did he do? Now here's the gamble. What does my intuition tell me? Well, the way I feel about this is the misdirect might just be a way for me, for him to trick me into moving Godalming to 44, or I mean to 58 and not going to where he is, and perhaps he's hidden there. And if he's choosing to hide, my Forewarned would be a great card against that. So I will have him at least check 44. Oops. Come on. And he stayed in Prague. Okay, good intuition. Good intuition. And a Reckless Vampire. I want nothing to do with that vampire, sir. But at least I know it's there. Alright. Let's get him, boys. Oop. No. What am I doing? Move by horse. Okay. To Prague. Bats. Ooh, okay. Well. You know, the sad thing is, Van Helsing's... Now, we sprung this trap. We'd better take advantage of it while we can. Get him in a 3-on-1, because the bats aren't going to help him this round. Can't prevent that combat? Nope. The old... Well, since it's a day fight, I don't really need to worry about risking a... That's maybe his first card's Mesmerize. Yeah, that was a Mesmerize, all right. I should have punched. Yeah, well, I'll try to play Escape now. If he double Mesmerizes, then at least I know my next attempt to escape will be safe. Okay. He might plot as his next card. I think I'll play Pistol and see what happens. Yeah, more of a lover than a fighter. Yeah. No, VH. Stay. Yeah. Eat bullets. Well, the way things are going, I could just... Well, I mean... He plays Fangs or Claws, and then I'm down 2 health going into a fight with Dracula, but I do have that great strength. Let's just run. Whoops. I meant to run. I really did. Let's just pistol him again. Strength. Alright. Yeah, that was needless. Oh well. Doesn't matter what he plays as his last card. Last round of combat, I can dodge. And that gets me out of the fight just as easily as anything else would. Yep, strength. Okay, well. Yeah, and we can definitely rail to that area. And that's what we'll do. We will play our train ticket. And get a nice, juicy 4-on-1 versus Dracula. But I've got another little vampire to slap around here. No, I can't prevent that combat, but I will play my lucky find to improve my odds. Ooh, a knife. 2 knives. Oh, an heavenly host. Well, we blew the consecrated ground, so taking the heavenly host with Mina seems a bit pointless to me. I'll take the knife. And I'm just going to go straight for an escape. Yeah, okay. It gives him a victory point, sure, but hopefully this dog pile is going to be very detrimental to Dracula. Very detrimental. Oh, we're making pretty good time today, too. All right. It's time for a showdown. Now we need to be very careful how we sequence these plays. We need to conserve an item to block escape as bat. So, first things first. Godalming, he knows Godalming has a heavenly host. So, let's start with a knife. Seward. Oh, I threw away all the Did I throw away all the holy bullets? That's a shame. That is a shame. Well, let's see if he gets unlucky and decides to play into my crucifix. Van Helsing. Well, all I've shown him is pistol. Pistol, pistol. He might play strength against Van Helsing, in which case I'd be hosed. So maybe I'll just have Van Helsing punch as his first action. And then Mina. Let's play knife. All right. Let's hope that these cards are all sequenced. Oh, please, 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 please. Strength. Okay. Well. Okay. You got my crucifix, sir. Bring the pain. Oof, okay, he's down to 5 health. Okay. Now he can't escape this round. But would he suspect me to use the host? Well, if he plays... I'll punch.
Okay, Seward. I need to save that rifle for the next round. Alright, pistol. That's the only weapon that Van Helsing has. And I guess I have Mina use her pistol. Oh, this is game over. I think I got him. Yes! The streak is broken! Oh, good game, Tarvalar. That's rough, bud. That is so rough. Yeah, bad situation to be in. And to think, I was second guessing that CG. Okay, just a quick refresher. So what? Oh, never mind. I know what it was. He had 7 influence at the end of that. All right, everyone. Well, that was well played, Tarvalar. A bad situation to be in for sure. I don't know if the idea to try to skulk out of Austria-Hungary and go into Western Europe was such a good idea because you were running straight towards Seward and Van Helsing. Maybe the better plan might have been to use your wolf form to go to Athens and then maybe hunker down and wait for me to sort of overcommit to you and then go to sea. But, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you made the choices you made, and this is the result we got. Well, at any rate, thank you everyone for watching this exciting installment of Board Game Breakdown on the tournament road for the Duos and Dark Calls tournament. I will be seeing you in the next game around the bend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.